Today is December 6th, which in Canada means it's the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women. So my roommate Amy and I took a walk over to campus for the December 6th memorial service to commemorate the lives of the women that have been lost to violence. We heard a guest speaker who's from a Native background who addressed us and humbled us with her experiences with violence against women in her community. We listened to a reading of the song 500 Stars, which remembers the uncountable numbers of missing and murdered women from the Aboriginal community in Canada, as well as the names of those women who were murdered in 1989 at the École Polytechnique in Montreal. We also honored those from our own community at McMaster whose lives have been lost through violence. We reflected on the importance of remembrance and grieving the loss of these lives of these women, and on honoring what they had brought to this world. And we also reflected upon that today, the National Day of Remembrance, is also a call to action, to speak out against violence towards women. So in our loss, in our time of grieving, we must go forward from this place with what we've learned, to be inspired and to reach out to those in our community to help lessen the hurt. What the event at École Polytechnique 23 years ago taught us is that it's still not safe to be a woman. 14 women were killed for just being women, and they were young and had so much to offer still to the world when their lives were taken. While many were giving final semester presentations in the engineering faculty, a gunman entered the university and ordered all of the men to leave. He opened and fired on groups of women, wounding many and killed 14, and eventually took his own life. This event was terrible, but at least from it, we have been called to do something about the violence that plagues women at all walks of life. What people often don't understand is that disrespect for women translates into dehumanizing women. Dehumanization of women leads to their objectification, and this objectification allows others to see women as less than human. And this lack of humanness, this lack of empathy, of connection and understanding, leads to the pain that is so often afflicted upon us. There are staggering statistics to learn about the level of abuse and violence that impacts women in Canada and around the world, but I'm not sure if that's really the point of an event, of a memorial like today's. I think this memorial on December 6th appeals to more human, a more face-to-face, more emotive sense of determination and sadness. To really sit and feel the pain, the suffering, the loss, the hurt, and the real ache that violence has caused families, friends, schools, communities, and countries. It's not to compare numbers. It's not about shocking. It's about understanding and seeking to walk in solidarity with those who suffer, who are so many and so widely spread. This impacts all of us, man or woman, no matter color we are, and I think that's what this is about. It's about connecting to a deeper sense of personhood that calls us to respect and to appreciate all human life, particularly those of women, who so often face violence in all of its different forms. So if you take one thing away from today, let it be this. We are all humans, and we bear the hurt of this violence together. And so together, we must seek to end it.